Hello there. In this video, we're going to talk about how to build a custom theme in WordPress using all the latest modern tools. And we're also going to do the setup for the build using the Add WordPress Scripts package. That is the official WordPress build tooling system. And we're going to use PNPM as a package manager. We're going to talk about more as to why we're going to use PNPM, and we'll use monorepo. So we'll talk about that in a moment. But just to let you know how the folder structure is going to be, and then we can definitely talk about the PNPM and monorepo part. Okay. So at the moment, I have got the local setup using the local. You can use whichever environment you want to use for the local setup, but I'm using WordPress example. And if you check the site folder, I have got this WordPress example repo, which is this GitHub repo, and I have got app folder. Inside that I have public, and then I have WP content. Okay, so this is the folder that we're going to use. I'll just show you that in the editor. So this is my WP content. In this folder, we'll have the themes. This will have plugins. But for this series, we only going to talk about the themes, and then we'll go ahead and install our packages. Now, we'll talk about building custom Gutenberg blocks, and we'll also be using the component, which is the modular pattern of developing the components that is going to be used in the theme. And we're going to be using workspaces, monorepo with PNPM workspaces. Now, before we begin, I just want to share why we're going to use the monorepo. So the benefits of using monorepo is that it's a single repo for multiple projects, and it's easy sharing of the code and configs. So, if you have multiple packages, there's a package in the plugin, there are multiple themes that you want to manage, you can manage it from one place, and you can easily share the codes and configs between multiple packages. It's better consistency, and it's simpler cross-project changes and refactoring. One of the other benefits is that it's easier dependency management across the themes. So if there are multiple themes who are dependent on the same package, it's really, really useful because it's going to install the package in the root of the node modules, and if it can reference that same package into multiple packages that are being used in that monorepo. Now, why are we using PNPM and not NPM? Well, of course, PNPM is latest and it's fast, disk efficient package manager, and consumes less space. It can manage the multiple packages in a single repository. Okay, and it has a strict dependency handling and fewer hidden bugs. So it can resolve dependencies really quickly and easily. It works really well with monorepos. Okay, and when you run the PNPM dev, etc. for building, it's much faster. The installs happen really, really fast using a shared global store. Okay, so we'll go ahead with that approach, and let's start then. So first thing we're going to do is install PNPM. So you go to PNPM installation website, and you can do npnpm install -g to install it globally, and then PNPM at latest. Okay, I have already done that, but if you haven't, go to your terminal and then just run this command, and then you'll be able to install the PNPM. Once you've installed it, then we can do PNPM init. So remember, we are into the root of our WP content. This is where we're going to be installing the packages. So let's do PNPM init. As you can see, it's already gone ahead and created this file for you. Okay. So inside of the package.json, we can actually rename this. So we'll rename this as WordPress examples. Then you can come to this WordPress example repo that we have, and then switch to the Add WordPress Scripts branch. The reason why you switch to that is because the main branch is actually an example with wheat, and what we are discussing as a part of this series is an example with Add WordPress Scripts. So I've kept both examples. You can use either this approach or you can use Add WordPress Scripts approach. So this tutorial will be according to this, but if you want to know more about it, maybe you can do through another video or another series. Okay, so let's continue. I'll go here and then I go to package.json, and then I can go ahead and copy this part, which is the workspace. So copy that and then paste it here. So you might already be aware what a workspace is. Workspaces are basically a way to manage multiple related packages inside one repository. For example, a monorepo, and they let you develop, install, and link those packages together as if they were one project, while still keeping each package independent. Okay, so they can be one repo, many apps, and shared libraries. So this is pretty useful in our case, in our case of monorepo. So workspace will be themes Aquila. So we're going to go ahead and create a theme here, theme folder. We'll call it Aquila. That's the name of our theme. And we're defining that right now we only have one workspace, but in the future you can very well have multiple workspaces. Let's say you can have something like themes or maybe plugins, and then you can have Aquila features or something. And then if you run a script over here, let's say dev, then you can run the same script recursively in each of the projects. And tomorrow, if you want to install any packages, let's say you're setting up a new project, you can just do PNPM install. It will install packages on all of the workspaces. So managing things becomes easier from a single place. But for the purposes of this video series, we'll just do one, which is this package. Okay. Next up is, if you go over here, we'll leave all of these, but we're going to define these. Like what package manager we're going to use. So we'll define that. Okay, so we're going to use the package manager as PNPM at 10.15.1, which is the latest at this moment. Oh, it's already there, I think 10.1.8. So I'm going to leave that here. Okay, and then engines PNPM should be greater than equal to 10. Okay, and make sure you have the nvm rc file, which is what node version you're using. So if anybody wants to install the packages, they can go ahead and use this nvm. So if you don't know what nvm is, nvm basically allows you to manage multiple node versions. So in case if you have two different projects running on two different node versions, you can just do like nvm use, and then it's going to basically use the version that's actually defined in that particular repo. On another one, you can use another version. So that's pretty useful. And you can also change the node versions to another version very, very easily. You can switch between multiple node versions. So yeah, so that's going to be that. And let's continue further in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye.